Excited. All right, so I got so many questions for you, but the first of which is you've been on the road for months at a time, right? That gives you plenty of opportunities to order out and eat locally. I know Grubhub makes that even easier. So what tips do you have for us Grubhubbers who order on a regular to make sure you find the best spot?
Well, the ratings is always important, to
Mhm.
check the ratings and make sure that their ratings are right. And then I always like to like experiment a little bit. So if it looked good on the app, more than likely it looked good in real life. But it's been a couple of times where I've tried some things and didn't know it was gonna be that good. I found a lot of new different appetites and meals that I do like when I'm on the road, just because there's certain things in certain areas that you can and can't get. So I'm kind of like thankful for the app because sometimes I be in that room stuck trying to figure out what I'm gonna eat and the room service don't look right. But when I turn that app on and get to flipping and slipping down down the line, I see things that I like. And it's very easy to get to and to get what you like, especially when you plugged in with an app like that.
100%. Now, the jingle you wrote was a total masterpiece. Walk me through recording it, filming the video, which looks super fun, by the way, and tell me how else you were able to add your creative input to this project.
Well, initially it started off in a whole nother part of the world, right? And it was so good over there that we had to bring it over here. So in so many words, this play was already played in a whole nother country, but we wasn't over in America. And it only made sense to get with the biggest, people that do it over here in America, which was Grubhub. And they happened to be connected with the people I was with overseas. So what we did was we found a way to tell a story, but keeping it fun, fly, and keeping it food orientated so it wouldn't throw you off where you just watching and looking at Snoop rap. No, you seeing him bring you a presentation about what you can get when you own Grubhub and what you can get when you somewhere far and not used to your regular restaurants. Just giving you a different option, not just a basic, hey, this is Snoop Dogg, order from Grubhub. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, we want to make our shit like feel like the way I feel, like authentic and real. And that's why I chose to associate with this brand because they give me the abilities to be me and not try to conform me into being a marketing or a branding guy, but be Snoop Dogg marketing and branding your product.
And that brings me to another question I had later on, but I'm gonna go ahead and ask now. My daddy actually had this question. He was like, make sure you ask him this. So, everyone is drawn to you from all walks of life, every age, from every country, from every genre. What do you think that it is that draws them to you? Do you think it's the swag, your persona, or do you think that it's something deeper than that that makes people want to join the Snoopiverse?
Like the way you said that. Snoop is big. Uh, I always attribute it to my mother, right? Because when I just remember as a kid, my mother raised me to love people and to have friends. And she didn't say, you're only supposed to hang out with this kind of people and your friends only supposed to be this way. So growing up in the 70s, I was able to experience like hippie shit. I was able to experience cultures coming together. I was able to experience immigrants coming in and going to school with us, being our friends, whether it was from Asia or Latin places, they became our friends. And my mother raised me to love people. And I feel like that's why people love me.
100%. 100%. Never met you. Love you like you're my uncle. This is like, again, this is so exciting. So the other day I was watching TV and I was watching American Dad and I saw you in that episode, right? Then I kept watching and then I saw a Petco commercial. Okay. And then I kept watching and I saw your Corona spot. So now it's Grubhub. When it comes down to choosing brands that you will or won't work with, right? What are some green flags?
Green, I only got two green flags.
What's that?
They're the same word, but they're spelled different. The word is fund. Fun, F-U-N, and funds, F-U-N-D-S. You hear me? You get me? It has to be fun, but it has to make a whole lot of
Fun. Yeah,
F-U-N-D-S.
yeah,
Hello.
yeah. I
Fun
feel
fund. That's what I am. I'm a fun fund.
Right, right. So what's some non-negotiables for you? Like say a company comes to you and they want to work with you. What's one thing you're like, nah, I know for
I ain't
one.
exclusive. I ain't exclusive to nobody but me. So
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
you gotta pay a whole now if I'm exclusive to you, believe me, you done gave me a motherfucking bag or a piece of the
Mm-hmm.
company.
Mm-hmm.
But more than likely, I don't like being exclusive to nobody
Hmm.
because I'm exclusive to me. And that's just always been my rule. Like I don't like to because it feel like you own me now.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? If I gotta be exclusively to you, then you own me. So if you're gonna own me, I need to own a piece of this. So we
Right.
even, you know what I'm saying? Like we're smarter now. We don't get slave trade no more. We're the masters now. So we have to be smart enough to know that when we get to the point that we at, I'll say it's a chosen few that do what I do. I'll say Kevin Hart and Shaquille O'Neal, right? They do what I do, but they do it in their own special way. And I know for a fact that they get ownership and equity in a lot of plays that they do. And that showed me what I needed to do and not just be a rapper, but be a businessman because a rapper would love to just give me the money and look good for a moment with the money. And then when the product sell, the rapper done spent his money. I'm a different kind of rapper. I need the money now and the money on the back end.
Can I put that on a t-shirt? Thank you.
And you do know that. We can split the profits. Let's go 50-50.
Fun and fun. Fun and
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
You feel
Yeah.
me?
We're fun funds.
Exactly, exactly. Now, you've had your hand in music, children's books, coaching youth football. What's one project or endeavor that you've been wanting to pursue that you haven't yet?
Great question. Um, I actually really want to do a kids show
Yeah,
where I'm the star.
I
And,
can see it.
where it's like they come to me for advice, for information, for fun, for wisdom, for knowledge, like where I'm Snoop Dogg, Uncle Snoop, and
Love
I
it.
give you information. I want that kind of show. That's something that I haven't done that I feel like I'm setting up with the things I do in real life.
Except the songs, you collaborated on the book in the past, so I think that's really exciting. I could really see that. Now let's
And
travel.
the kids are our future, baby. So, if I do things for the kids, when I'm gone, they still gonna be here pushing the line.
Hmm, legacy.
Yes.
Speaking of which, what do you want your legacy on the industry to be?
Love child. That Snoop Dogg was always a kid and he always showed love. And as crazy as it sounds, everybody needs to be a kid at all times because the kid in you helps you become the adult that you are. And that's something I've never been able to get rid of was the kid in me. So I feel like I'm the love child because I'm full of love because I'm a big ass kid.
Having that childlike wonder, it definitely gives you an advantage over everyone else that's around because oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This conversation with you is so exciting. I lost my train of thought. All right, let's travel back to
Mm.
1993, right?
Mhm.
Ahead of Doggy Style's release, what advice would you have given a younger version of yourself about the road ahead?
You know what? This question I always get asked, and I always say the same thing. I wouldn't change a motherfucking thing. I don't have nothing to say to Lil Snoop or Young Snoop. That nigga did his shit. He got to be Big Snoop. And I feel like going back or changing or fixing it may have not given me the abilities to be who I am. I take the good, the bad, the ugly, the suffering, the pain, all that shit. That's beautiful. Beautiful pain makes beautiful music.
Man, 100%. I think I got one more question. So let me ask you this. What do you think that new age rappers could learn from your career's trajectory from your debut album up until now?
Quality,
Mm,
being themselves, uniqueness, uh, different, and being themselves at all times. So whenever you see me reinvent myself, I'm just being myself. So it's not a stretch. And one thing I want to say to the new artists, do you. Stop trying to do everybody else. Because it's so easy to get caught up in is this what's hot? well, let's make one like this, or let's dress like this. Well, what's the new look? Fuck that. I've always been the new hot, the new look, and the new. That's why I remain to do what I do, because I've always been me. I don't try to follow the trend. They wearing them ugly ass Super Mario Brothers shoes. Them niggas look stupid as fuck. Big ass red raggedy shoes, dumb looking motherfuckers. He sent me a pair of them motherfuckers. If you don't get out there with this bullshit, what I'm supposed to do? Stand up and fall down in these motherfuckers? Like, you seen them goofy ass shoes. I bet not see no picture with you with them motherfuckers on either.
Can't afford them. So
it ain't even about, I wouldn't buy them. Why? You like Super Mario Brothers.
They're absolutely terrible.
Thank you. But to me, the shit like that gets lost in the sauce where you be like, one rapper wears them, and the next rapper, I'm like, nigga, them niggas look stupid. I'm not finna do that. No way. And then the fad, and then it goes and it passes. Now they sitting in their house with these goofy ass shoes, looking like I'll never be able to wear these motherfuckers ever again.
It doesn't age well.
It doesn't. See what you just said? Uniqueness and originality never runs out. Here's what I want to say that I found out the other day. An old song never gets old. And you know why I say that? And it was brought to me in a crazy way, because I was like, what? That doesn't even make sense to me. But every time I play an old record, not even mine, I could play the Emotions, Temptations, Smokey Robinson. Everybody knows that record, and it's not old. It feels brand new when they singing it. This new shit gets old fast, but old shit never gets old. Make it make sense.
You just spoke a lot of life over me, into my career. You gave me some really amazing advice. I got my train of thought back. I was gonna say, staying a kid keeps you a student. So I always try to embrace that. You know what I mean? So I know Sophia is mad at me.
Baby, let me tell you this. The reason why Snoop Dogg is who he is because he studied the greats. And I took a piece of every one that I love. If it was Muhammad Ali, if it was Richard Pryor, Max Julian, if it was Magic Johnson, whoever the fuck inspired me as a kid, I took a little piece of him, and I threw it all in the pot. You know what gumbo is. Put it all in the little gumbo pot.
You know,
then I added my own seasoning on the top.
A little bay leaf.
Yeah, hello. That's why it tastes like it look. Because it's some of everything, but then it got my own seasoning on the top of it. So there's nothing wrong with wanting to be like somebody or emulating or inspired by, but you take a piece of them to create all of you.
You really brought that full circle with the Grub Hub. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, y'all.
That's what we do. Come on now, I'm a professional.
Come on, storytelling.
Awesome.
So, who do your hair for you?
This lady named Miss Nikki. You like it?
You do a great job. I thought you was gonna say you did it. Fly. You on some Sherelle shit. The men all pause when they walk into the room. The men all pause. Hey, there you go, girl. You better stand on it. I don't see them looking like that. You get what I'm saying? See, that's uniqueness. For you to take that chance and say, hold on, girl, cut my shit short. Slide me this way. Put that dye in there on this side. Let me look like, oh yeah, give me them big earrings too so I can look like around the way girl. You know what I'm talking about? It's uniqueness. I don't see nobody that look like you. That's what I like. I like when you find a way to be you. That's the easiest shit you can do every day is to do you.
You don't make me cry.
Great. Thank you so much, Taylor. You're crying. Well, thank you for joining us. I hope you had a great conversation, and I will send you your recording after this. Please follow up if you have any questions as well.
Excellent. Thank you so much, y'all. Y'all have a great day.
Have a beautiful day, and send my love to your father and your whole family, because I know